can help me suck me off while cameras are off. No. None
I've
of
had,
that's happening.
I've had
with me.
talents tell me that.
Yeah.
They set the record straight.
For sure.
Unless
You
they're
have to.
feeling you, then they'll be like, all right, we can still do it.
Yeah. And I'm like, no.
Okay, so you just strictly there for the business.
Yeah. The camera's off. I ain't touching you. That's just.
Even if you're attracted to him?
Yep. I ain't there for love.
I got you.
You make jokes that I'm obsessing over them. I just remember things. How do you not remember Home Alone or Dumb and Dumber?
I think we remember really different things because I have a good memory too, but it's like not like I remember
Trauma.
I remember real life, not movies.
Well, I was too busy distracting myself with movies because I didn't have friends, and that was who raised me. Oh my God.
Have you ever seen someone and thought, I'd like to be responsible for your next orgasm?
I was dating a guy and he flew out another girl to stay with him while I was out of town. So let's set the scene. About a week before I'm supposed to leave, he says, hey, there's something I want to talk to you about. I had told this girl who I know, who is from another state, we met, through mutual friends and stayed in touch, that she could come stay with me for a few days. Those dates coincided with when I was out of town. So he says, I had told this girl she could fly out and come stay with me, and if it makes you uncomfortable, I will cancel the trip and tell her not to come.
Listen up, he was trying to be honest with you. He clearly likes you if he's going to tell you the truth. And he wanted your opinion to see where you were in the relationship. Duh.
I had an older lady tell me, she's, I think, just past 40, and her husband, I think, is like in his late 30s, like maybe like 41 and 39. They've been married for a while. I was talking with her about some problems we were having in our marriage, and she said, Joyce, what it sounds like to me is that your issue is that you are married to a real man, and a real man is not going to be ruled by a woman. And that hit me like a ton of bricks, and it immediately came to my mind when I was reading this excerpt. When she says, don't go down the path of expressing criticism, disapproval, and an ultimate lack of acceptance for your husband because it may cause rebellion, she's telling the truth. A real man is not going to allow himself to be a pushover to the woman he has chosen.
So he was putting it on me to cancel this girl's flights. And I was like, absolutely not. I'm not making that decision for you. So I said, we're not exclusive. We've only known each other for a month. I want you to do what you would do in this situation. If based on your own ethics and your own moral compass, you feel like it's not appropriate to fly out a girl from another state and have her stay with you while the girl you're dating that you really like is out of town, don't do it. If you feel like it is appropriate, then you should do it. And I will react to whatever decision you make in the way that I feel is appropriate.
I just had this red pill moment the other day. I watched this pastor on YouTube. And this message is so lost in the church because they don't even talk about what a true traditional relationship is. And it was the woman went up to her husband or the pastor and said well, me and my husband keep arguing. And the pastor says, well, why are you arguing with your husband? He's your boss. It was he's your boss, right? He wouldn't, if my employee's arguing with me, I just fire the employee. But it goes, and what I realized is I'm oh my gosh, arguing with a man implies that you guys are equal.
Yeah.
And that's what all the problems are from is we think that we are equal when men are literally better at everything, even cooking and raising kids.
Yep.
They're literally better. And it's until you realize that men are literally what do you call it? Superiors when they're above you. And when you're in a relationship, you are supposed to look at him as your superior. You are not equals.
Yeah.
And the world is trying to tell us that we're equal.
Now, you might be saying you're playing games, you're testing him, but the reality of it is none of that is true. I want to know the morals, the ethics, the behavior of the person I'm dating without me having to dictate that for them. So if you're the kind of person who wants to fly out a girl from another state and have her stay with you while the girl you like is out of town, maybe we're not compatible, but I don't want to have to tell you not to do that. Not my responsibility. So I said a nicer version of that, and he never brought it up again, and I went out of town, so I assumed that this girl just didn't come.
We know she did not say it that nicely.
Oh, do I taste good?
I'm so glad you finally brought this up. And I don't even mean to be rude when I say it. I think we should try wet wipes, or you should start eating some fruit, maybe pineapple. I've heard makes you taste better. But it's not that it's bad, it's just just leaves a taste in my mouth.
And the morning I get back, he says, hey, when you get back from the airport, let's go get breakfast. And I say, sure, I'm not doing anything. So we meet up for breakfast, and as we're leaving, I think I asked, like, hey, what happened with that girl? Like, how did you cancel her trip? Because he hadn't said anything about it, so I was assuming that she didn't come. And he said, oh, I didn't. She ended up coming and staying with me. And I said, oh, when did she leave? And he says, she hasn't left. I'm going back to my house right now to drop her off at the airport. So he left this girl who flew out to stay with him to have breakfast with me.
Well, in a minute. Let me just eat this breakfast.
Oh, and your girlfriend texted you.
Okay, I could explain it. Well, I do have a girlfriend. We've been having problems a little bit. Well, I live with her, but...
No, it's fine. I texted her back.
You did what? Man, you crazy? Don't be checking what these...
I told her you were at church. Calm down.
Church? No. Good. That was a good thinking.
Oh, and I deleted all of our text messages because you don't want to receive that.
Not at all. Thanks.
Oh, and I also changed my name to Tyrone in your phone. I don't know why you didn't think of that already. Come on, buddy.
That's smart.
I just don't want you to get caught.
Great, because I don't want to cheat and get caught.
Well, we're on this.
And then told me about it. And then when I said, are you out of your mind? He said, I thought you would be flattered that I left her to hang out with you. So, yeah, I don't know. It's giving psycho. But I say all that because you don't necessarily need to dictate someone's behavior, especially in early dating. Let them show you who they are. Let them show you how they treat people they're dating, because that gives you all the information you need.
Girl, you're like really reading too far into it. She's the side chick and he's choosing you. You literally told him to be honest with you and you're mad about it. You have got to pay attention to his actions, ladies. When a man is hard on a girl, tells her the truth, that's when you know he really cares about you. The truth of the matter is, in modern dating today, if you're not going to lock down a man in his 20s and be his ride or die, this man is going to have options when he's older and more successful. And men like variety.
I got to a point where I'm like, actually toxic became so boring to me.
I completely fucking agree. Toxic is boring.
It's boring because it's so transparent of like, and then we're gonna fight, and then he's not gonna text me, and then I'm gonna not text him, and then we're gonna get in a fight, and then we're gonna have this crazy sex, and then I'm gonna feel insecure, and then it's just like this, and you're never able to be like, I feel really happy today on this nice Wednesday. Like,
I know.
You don't have that.
Yes.
And that just, I get it. I won't say to anyone in their early 20s or in their teens right now, like, you gotta go through it.
Yeah, you do have to go through it. And honestly, like, it is fun to go through it once or twice.
Totally. If you start to feel like you're getting fed up with it, you have to also change your ways.
Yes.
I'm done with this boy. He only call me when he wanna and that's just disrespectful. I know my worth and I'm worth more than that. Oh, hold on, bro. He calling me. Hold on. Hello? Hello? You say you want me to come over? Okay, I'm on the way. I knew he would call.
Honey, where you going?
Jared house.
What'd I tell you about that boy?
Shut up, mama. You don't know him like I do. He changed.
Welcome to the Man Key Dating Channel, where we talk about the feminist movement mixed with female liberation in today's dating market. Please click the subscribe button, please like the video, and be nice as you come along with me on my learning journey as a single mother dating a high-value man.